of this year. Lisa, do we have it looks like you're getting us set up. Are we good? Okay. The first item of business is the adoption of the agenda, which we all have now at our desk. Do I have a motion to approve?
Move to approve.
Second.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. The next item is the approval of the November 10th, 2022 minutes, which we all were emailed earlier. Do I have a motion to approve?
Second.
Okay, any discussion? Motion carries.
You did discussion, but you didn't take a final vote.
Oh, all in favor? I jumped ahead. I was trying to remember the council people here. Okay. The next item is the recognition of council members. And Council Lady Gamble.
Thank you. I'll wait for the item.
Okay, great. And Councilman Syracuse. Thank you.
Chair, see everybody. Test. There we go. No? Can I come over here? This happens in every Metro building, doesn't it? Yeah, I can hear me. You can hear me. I didn't break.
Press it. If it press one, like, sound.
Greetings. Are we good? Are we good, David? Yeah? All right. Okay. Good to see everybody. Councilman, Commissioners, good to see you. I'm just going to speak, Jeff Syracuse, District 15. I'm just going to speak on the one item that potentially may be on consent, and I know I've got two others that won't be. But item number 32, this is a historic overlay for the beloved Buchanan Log House. It's owned by preservationist group APTA, and this is kind of a formality of putting a historic overlay on it, but the community is very much in support, as am I, and would appreciate your support as well. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Councilman Parker. Oh.
I'll wait, thank you.
Okay. Council Lady Toombs?
Good afternoon, Commissioners. I have items 22, 35, and 36. They are all on consent, and so I'm supportive of all the items. Number 22 is a text amendment. It would require notice to neighbors within 1,000 feet of a project when there's going to be an adaptive use for residential. I don't think anyone's going to be in opposition to this, but just in case, I wanted to speak about it. This is basically about being a good neighbor. I have an example in my district currently where there's a piece of commercial property and they're doing an adaptive reuse for residential, and they are very open to speaking with the neighbors. Initially, when these things happen, neighbors don't know about it until they see something being built on the land. And because it was brought to the developer's attention, they're open to talking to the neighbors and seeing what they can do to be good neighbors and to incorporate some of the concerns of the neighbors. So this is really the intent of the text amendment, is not to take away any property rights or put a burden on developers. It's just so that neighbors can be aware of what's going on in their neighborhoods and be a part of the discussion. That's it.
Thank you very much. Councilman Parker, did you just say you want to wait? You did.
I'll wait, yes.
Okay. Okay. Anybody that we missed? Nope. Okay. All right. Well, then our next item is the items for deferral and withdrawal. So that will go to Lisa.
The following items are for deferral or withdrawal. On page 3 of your agenda, item number 1, 2017 NHC 003003. Staff recommendation is to defer indefinitely. Item number 2, 2016 SP 024005 McGavick House SP. Staff recommendation is to defer to the January 12th, 2023 Planning Commission meeting. On page 4 of your agenda, item number 3, 2018 SP 026009, the Reservoir Amendment. Staff recommendation is to defer to the January 12th Planning Commission meeting. Item number 4, 2022 COD 005002. Contextual overlay in District 15. Staff recommendation is to defer indefinitely. Item 5A, 2022 CP 011001, South Nashville Community Plan Amendment, and the associated SP. Item 5B, 2022 SP 083001, Driftwood SP. Staff recommendation is to defer to the January 12th Planning Commission meeting. Item number 6, 2022 SP 057001, The Bend, Northgate Gleaves Farm. Staff recommendation is to defer to the January 12th meeting. On page 5 of your agenda, item number 7, 2022 SP 071001, Liberty Lane. Staff recommendation is to defer to the January 12th meeting. Item number 8, 2022 SP 079001, Hillside SP. Staff recommendation is to defer to the January 12th meeting. Item number 9, 2022 SP 080001, 408 Woodland Street SP. Staff recommendation is to defer to the January 12th Planning Commission meeting. Item number 10, 2022 SP 086001, 14th and Hines. Staff recommendation is to defer to the January 12th Planning Commission meeting. On page 6 of your agenda, item number 11, 2022 SP 087001, 6010 Pasco Road. Staff recommendation is to defer to the January 12th meeting. Item number 12, 2022 Z098PR 001. A rezoning on Dickerson Pike. Staff recommendation is deferred to the January 12th meeting. Item number 13, 2022 Z130PR 001. A rezoning on Chestnut. Staff recommendation is deferred to the January 12th meeting. Item number 14, 2022 S232 001. King Subdivision. Staff recommendation is deferred to the January 12th meeting. Item number 15, 2022 S247001, Millie Sweeney and Kirk M. Sweeney. Staff recommendation is deferred to the January 12th meeting. Excuse me. Item number 16, 2022 S259001, resub of Lot 2 on plan of Rural Hills Acre. Staff recommendation is deferred to the January 12th meeting. Item number 17, 2022 S274001, re-subdivision of Lot 86 Murray Heights. Staff recommendation is deferred to the January 12th meeting. Item number 18, 2022 S200001, plan of Hamilton Place. Staff recommendation is deferred to the January 12th meeting. Item number 19, 88P038001, Long Hunter Chase. Staff recommendation is deferred to the January 12th meeting. Item number 20, 2022 Z014TX001, text amendment related to trees. Staff recommendation is deferred to the January 12th meeting. On page 9 of your agenda, item number 26, 2022 SP 036001, Harpeth Reserve. Staff recommendation is to defer to the January 12th meeting. On page 10 of your agenda, item number 29A, 2022 SP 082001, Skyview, and the associated PUD cancellation, 29B, 878P001. Staff recommendation is to defer to the January 12th meeting. On page 11 of your agenda, item number 34, 2022 Z081PR001. Staff recommendation is to defer indefinitely. And item number 44 on page 13 of your agenda, 2022 S264001, 5713, 5715 Maudina Avenue. Staff recommendation is to defer to the January 12th meeting.
Thank you, Lisa. So let me read them back to you to make sure I have it correct. The items for deferral are items 1, 2, 3, 4, 5A, 5B, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 26, 29A and 29B, 34 and 44. Correct. Okay. Commissioners, that is our list of items for deferral. Do I have a motion to approve? And a second? Okay. Any other discussion? All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Okay, next item is the consent agenda. As notice to the public, items on the consent agenda will be voted on at a single time. No individual public hearing will be held, nor will the commission debate these items unless a member of the audience or the commission requests that the item be removed from the consent agenda. I'm going to read the item number and the case name of the items on tentative consent. If there is anyone in the audience in opposition to the item, please raise your hand. If anyone is in opposition, the item will be presented in the order in which it appears on the agenda. Item number 21 on page 8 of your agenda, 2022 Z017TX001, a text amendment related to the definition of a family. Is there anyone in opposition to item number 21? 21 will be on consent. Item 22, 2022 Z020TX001, a text amendment related to notice for adaptive residential. Is there anyone in opposition to item 22? 22 will be on consent.
Item 23A, 2022 CP 011002, a plan amendment on Craighead Avenue and the associated rezoning 23B, 2022Z 141 PR 001. Is there anyone in opposition to 23A and 23B? Those items will be on the consent agenda. Item 24 will be presented. Item 25, 2021 SP 013003. 1803 Fifth Avenue North Amendment. Is there anyone in opposition to item number 25? 25 will be on consent. Item number 27, 2022 SP 078001 Hamilton Church Pike Residential. Is there anyone in opposition to item 27? 27 will be presented. Item number 28, 2022 SP 081001 Albion Music Row. Is there anyone in opposition to item 28? 28 will be on consent. Item number 30, 2022 SP 085001 110 Fairway. Is there anyone in opposition to item number 30? 30 will be presented. Item number 31, 2022 SP 088001 Nolensville Road Apartments. Is there anyone in opposition to item 31? 31 will be on consent. 32, 2022 HL 007001 Historic Landmark application. Is there anyone in opposition to item number 32? 32 will be on consent. Item 33, 2022Z054PR 001, a rezoning on Nolensville Pike. Is there anyone in opposition to item 33? 33 will be presented. Item 34, 2022Z, that one was deferred already. Item 35, 2022Z132PR 001, a rezoning on Venture Circle. Is there anyone in opposition to item 35? No, it's fine. 35 will be on consent. Item 36, 2022Z133PR 001, a rezoning on South Hamilton Road. Is there anyone in opposition to item 36? 36 will be on consent. Item 37, 2022Z134PR 001, a rezoning on Cowden Avenue. Is there anyone in opposition to item 37? 37 will be on consent. Item 38, 2022Z137PR 001, a rezoning on East Trinity Lane. Is there anyone in opposition to item 38? 38 will be on consent. Item 39, 2022Z138PR 001, a rezoning on Cherokee Avenue. Is there anyone in opposition to item 39? 39 will be on consent. Item 40, 2022Z142PR 001, a rezoning on Fairway Drive. Is there anyone in opposition to item number 40? 40 will be presented. Item 41, 2022Z144PR 001, a rezoning request on Radnor Street. Is there anyone in opposition to item 41? 41 will be on consent. Item 42, 8585P 007 Brentwood Commons PUD Amendment. Is there anyone in opposition to item 42? 42 will be on consent. Item 43, 2022S 255001, a subdivision on Robertson Avenue. Is there anyone in opposition to item 43? 43 will be on consent. Chair, I'm going to read through all of the captions now. As information for our audience, if you're not satisfied with the decision made by the Planning Commission today, you may appeal the decision by petitioning for a writ of cert with the Davidson County Chancery or Circuit Court. Your appeal must be filed within 60 days of the date of the entry of the Planning Commission decision. To ensure that your appeal is filed in a timely manner and that all procedural requirements have been met, please be advised that you should contact independent legal counsel. The following items are on the consent agenda. Beginning on page 8 of your agenda, Item number 21, 2022Z017TX001, a request to amend sections 162430 and 17460 of the Metro Code to amend the definition of family. Staff recommendation is to approve amendments to Title 17 with a substitute. Item number 22, 2022Z020TX001. It's a request to amend section 171630 of the Metro Code to require notice to surrounding owners for adaptive residential developments. Staff recommendation is to approve. Item number 23A, 2022CP011002, Craighead Avenue. It's a request to amend the South Nashville Community Plan to change policy and area along the north side of Craighead Street from district industrial to urban mixed-use neighborhood. Staff recommendation is to approve. The associated case 23B, 2022Z141PR001. It's a request to rezone from IR to MULANS for property located on Craighead Street. Staff recommendation is to approve. On page 9 of your agenda, item number 25, 2021 SP 013003, 1803 Fifth Avenue North Amendment. It's a request to amend a specific plan for properties located on Fifth Avenue North to permit 3 multifamily residential units and 2,900 square feet of non-residential uses. Staff recommendation is to approve with conditions and disapprove without all conditions. On page 10 of your agenda, item number 28, 2022 SP 081001, Albion Music Row. It's a request to rezone from CF to SP for property located on McGavick Street to permit a mixed-use development. Staff recommendation is to approve with conditions and disapprove without all conditions. On page 11 of your agenda, item number 31, 2022 SP 088001, Nolensville Road Apartments. It's a request to rezone from CS and R6 to SP for property located on Nolensville Pike to permit 180 multifamily residential units. Staff recommendation is to approve with conditions and disapprove without all conditions. Item number 32, 2022 HL 007001. It's a request to apply a historic landmark overlay district for property located on Elm Hill Pike. Staff recommendation is to approve. Item number 35, 2022Z132PR001. It's a request to rezone from IWD to MUGA for property located on Venture Circle. Staff recommendation is to disapprove MUGA and approve MUGANS. On page 12 of your agenda, item number 36, 2022Z133PR001. It's a request to rezone from RS10 to RM15ANS for property located on South Hamilton Road. Staff recommendation is to approve. Item number 37, 2022Z134PR001. It's a request to rezone from CS to OR20A for property located on Cowden Avenue. Staff recommendation is to approve. Item number 38, 2022Z137PR001. It's a request to rezone from CN and RS5 to MUANS for property located on East Trinity Lane. Staff recommendation is to approve. Item number 39, 2022Z138PR001. It's a request to rezone from IWD to RM20ANS for property located on Cherokee Avenue. Staff recommendation is to approve. Item number 41, 2022Z144PR001. It's a request to rezone from RS 7.5 to R8A for property located on Radnor Street. Staff recommendation is to approve. On page 13 of your agenda, item number 42, 8585P007, Brentwood Commons PUD Amendment. It's a request to amend a portion of a planned unit development for property located on Old Hickory Boulevard to permit a hotel. Staff recommendation is to approve with conditions. Item number 43, 2022S255001. 5915 Robertson Avenue. It's a request for final plat approval to create 3 lots on property located on Robertson Avenue. Staff recommendation is to approve with conditions. Under other business, item number 45, a resolution authorizing the application of a FEMA BRIC grant in the amount of $625,000 to be submitted to TEMA before December 31st, who will submit the final application to FEMA in January of 2003. The grant is to provide further planning and analysis on the flood mitigation framework recommended in the 2022 Imagine East Bank Vision Plan. Item 46, an employee contract renewal for Kyle Lampert. And item number 50, to accept the director's report.
Well done. You need a little water. Okay, so you need to, I need to read them all back to you so we all are all on the same page. So the items that we have on the consent agenda are items 21, 22, 23A, and 23B, 25, 28, 31, 32, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 41, 42, 43, 45, 46, and 50.
Correct.
Wow, it's a lengthy consent agenda. All right, any other discussion? Second, any other discussion? All in favor? Aye. All right, motion carries. I think we're doing a little changing of the guard here. We'll give it a minute to let everybody change seats. Good to see you. Welcome.
And like that, I just pop in.
Yeah.
Thanks for my homework.
Thanks for nothing, right?
Okay, sorry, catching up on some notes. So the first item that we have up is item 24A and B, which we deferred at the last meeting. Before we move forward with this, we did close the public hearing at the last meeting, but I know we had some requests for staff. So is there an update that you can provide since that last meeting?
Yes. So the item was deferred. The item was heard with a public hearing at the previous meeting and was deferred. There was an additional community meeting hosted by planning that was held last week. That was to discuss the recommendation in regards to the policy as well as the SP, but to explain more of staff's recommendation on the policy as it related to the T3 neighborhood evolving and in combination with T3 neighborhood center for the project. And so that meeting was held. The staff recommendation remains unchanged from the previous presentation, and the plan with a few minor tweaks in the multifamily area remains unchanged as well.
Is there anything more that you guys want to share about the feedback at the public meeting?
Certainly. So at the community meeting, there was conversation related to the multifamily and the community feeling that that was too intense. And I wasn't present at the meeting, so I don't know if John wants to add anything, but I think that was the general discussion was related to the multifamily and also the application of neighborhood evolving in this location with a concern that that would be a creep of neighborhood evolving.
You noted that there'd only been a few minor tweaks compared to what we saw last time.
Correct. So the District 1 and 2 remain unchanged from the previous plan. District 3, well, except that it was clarified where there would be public access easements along some of the trails that are within the development and within the open space. And so that was further clarified. There were minor shifts in one building location in District 3. On the southern portion of District 3, the orientation of the building was changed to create a better frontage along open space. There was also inclusion of a planting strip with trees between the drive aisles and sidewalks within the District 3, which is the multifamily area.
So, commissioners, it's obviously up to us to decide whether or not we want to reopen the public hearing. I know there are neighborhood residents that are here again today. Lucy, do you want to provide any guidance just based on historical practices?
Sure. I would just say the commission's practice tends to be, if there is no new information, to keep the public hearing closed. But if there is new information or technical analysis that you want to analyze, then to reopen. But in this instance, as we've heard from staff, there is no new technical information from the applicant team. And we did reach out to the two commissioners who missed the last meeting, and they have watched the previous hearing, and so all the commissioners have the same basis of information.
See what he just did? He just muted. I'm sorry, I can't even turn it off.
How's that? The only thing I wanted to add to the discussion is in many, many years of involvement in this process, I think it's dangerous for us to not step outside the realm of what our procedures are without establishing certain ground rules. I think that certainly reopening a public hearing is something within our purview, but we need to have some guidelines to do that. Otherwise, we'll just be essentially, it will be whatever as they say, the weather determines. So I think we've heard it all. I think this commissioner needs to react to it and discuss it and draw some conclusions from it. Mike.
I think I can hear it anymore.
Fine.
I don't think.
Yeah.
Yes. I had to do is dead. Hello.
I do.
So, hear me? So due to our technical difficulties, we have to reset our microphone system. So we're going to take about a 5-minute recess while we wait to get the system reset. You guys have the next break if anyone needs it.